Oh, shit.
Hello, this is Rich with Breathingwiththemarkets.com. Today is 12/17/2025. Hopefully you did well in the market. Wasn't going to trade. Let me see if I can pull up an account, see if I can trade it real quick, and then we'll get into the rest of the video. Don't even know what I'm going to talk about yet, but let's get it. Let me pull up Quantower. Let me see if I can pull that up. Okay, we have account number 9183. Let me see if I can pull our screen up. 9183. Pull it up. Here we go.
I go hard every day into the grave.
Let's get it.
And keep a brave heart. We about to break off. This for my amigos. Swallow all that pride down and chase it with your ego. The war is on the inside. It's good versus
No indicators.
evil. I speak for the people. I handcrafted each flow.
Not a damn thing.
Made in the ether. These songs are my ethos. Give me my Ethereum and I can show you beast mode. I'm living out the dream. Nothing you should sleep on. Haters trash talk, but I'm not the one to speak on. Recognize that I specialize, I'm a specialist. Set for life, better get prepared, we were set for this. Better exit out right now is your exodus. And you'll be right there in the place that I left you in. I've been through a war zone, purple-hearted veteran. This'll be a massacre, my face with the leather skin. We can go on and on, it'll never end. But I think it's time that you know you can never win.
2 seconds left on the clock.
I got a brave heart, I ain't scared of you, boy, I got a brave heart. I work hard every day so I can play hard. I go hard every day into the graveyard and keep a brave heart. Boy, I got a brave heart, I ain't scared of you, no, I got a brave heart. I work hard every day so I can play hard. I go hard every day into the graveyard and keep a brave heart. Gotta have a brave heart. Over quantity, and I honestly might quantum leap with a speed supersonically. A bionic man, understand my autonomy. Sharp as piranha teeth, breathing in sauna steam, shining from an inner light, source from a higher being. You can get a scar trying to spar with a lion king. Welcome to the jungle, here we are animals. Smart like Hannibal, but we still cannibals. You ain't got the stamina up, it's understandable. Bring all your egghead friends and I'ma scramble you. I don't wanna shake your hand after I handle you. Pulverized and I pose on you for the camera crew. Bang like a hammer do, fire like candles do. Override, you'll get burned out like a flammable. Polar bears in the cold air, we can damage you. Pulverized and I pose on you for the camera. I got a brave heart, I ain't scared of you, boy, I got a brave heart.
775 crew. 775. You saw that. Just got an account, right? I'm at 775. So what's that, 25? So I got to make an extra $25 or whatever.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Just populated this account, traded it. Get into the story. Sorry, I don't have a story. Let's get into all the bullshit that we talk about. P raise, fair value gaps, supply and demand, support and resistance, bullish candles, engulfing candles, impulsive candles, horizontal lines, trend lines. Trend is your friend, order blocks, swept liquidity high, swept liquidity low. I just bought an account. I just traded that account. It is called a skill. It is not called this complex system. It is right here in my head. That is called a skill, period. Understanding the market. I had $1,500 drawdown, and I was up to, I think, about 3 minis in that. Understanding the direction of travel, right? Within that moment in time. Now, if you can trade that, then you have a skill. If you can't trade that way, you don't have that skill. It is what it is. Understanding where you're at in the market, understanding what you're doing in the market. Again, I didn't have any indicators on there. I didn't have any guru shit on there whatsoever. I was actually trading the chart. So, size and hit rate. Size and hit rate. What is it? Because you can still have a high hit rate, right? And accidentally, or get wiped out of the market because of the size and the little drawdown that you have. So there's too many variables in there. But when a trader has a skill, such as I do, no one can dispute the fact that leverage, size, and hit rate, right? Leverage, size, and volume, and hit rate is unbeatable, period. I've taken a paper account on TradingView and documented by TradingView, which is the record, the world record, right? People want to say world records, that's a world record TradingView and world record paper account. 304 trades. I think it was $1 billion and $1 billion, so $1.1 billion. That's a skill. Leverage and a skill together with an extremely high hit rate gives you those results. That's a fact. Leverage, a high hit rate will give you the best results ever. Was it complex? Did I look like I was in stress? Did I look like I had to do all this guru shit? No. It was a skill I earned. right? No one can take a skill from you. I teach that skill. And what does that skill mean? What is that skill, Rich? What is that skill? I teach them how to analyze the market. And they practice that. They practice analyzing the market. I break it down in the most simplest form. They wouldn't argue and say it was complex. No, I did the complex part, right? It was me. I did it. No one else did this. It's me. I own it, right? It's the method that I use to trade. I broke the entire market down. I broke the entire algo down. That's a fact. I broke it down. I understand it. I understand it's not buyers and sellers in there. I understand it's not the institutions moving the market. I understand it's not the liquidity on the highs and lows. I understand the market would move without anyone in it. I understand the market will dip. I understand the market will gap up and gap down on its own. I understand that. How do I understand that? Because I can see it. I can see how it's fake. And when you can see how someone, some trader, some market, some pattern is fake, then I teach how to trade the fake shit. Period. It doesn't matter what news is coming out. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what I think. Do I make mistakes? Yeah, I make mistakes. You know why I make the mistakes? It's because I'm not patient and I want it now. And I don't have to wait for an A+ setup. Was that A+ trading to you? Did you see that trading? You're not going to figure that out. You're not going to just look at my trades and figure out the system that I teach, the systematic approach that I teach in the market. It's impossible. You'll never be able to figure it out. Come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com and I will teach you a skill for life, right? So how many gurus will just take an account like that, populate it, and start trading and show you how easy it is to attack that market? It's not trader versus trader. It's not me against you. It's not you against me. It's not traders against other traders. It's us. Us meaning all of us. Good and bad traders wanting to learn and the fakes. It's all of us against the market. That's a fact. So when you hear gurus talk about this 50-20 crossover, 80-30 crossover, 100-300 crossover, whatever they want to cross over, throw it out the window. Who created those indicators? I show and prove to the mentees the indicators are not accurate. Jeez, imagine that shit. Now your trading's really fucked up, isn't it? The indicators you use are not 100% accurate. The indicators you use suck. Why do they suck? I don't care who built the indicators. I don't care if it was a trader that knew how to trade. They suck, meaning the indicators. Now, people that code are very smart, but the indicators, trying to indicate where the market's going and what it's doing, sucks. Because why does it suck? Because there's manipulation in the market. Not to say that the coders suck. Don't twist it around, okay? Because I can trade the living shit out of the market each and every second, each and every minute, each and every day. And if I had this gazillions and gazillions of dollars behind me, rather than being a poor ass trader, I could trade the fuck out of the market and have all of those fucking records. Yes, all of them fucking records. All I need is the cash, huge cash behind me. I need the trading view, huge cash. You know what I mean? And that's where you multiply and compound an account based on a skill, not the money. It's the fucking skill. It's the backing that gets that skill to the highest level. That's a fact. So when you have a skill in the market, some prop firms don't like what you just saw. They don't like what you just saw because when you have a highly skilled trader that can trade, they want to put time limits. Why do I have to be punished by how many seconds I need to be in the market when I know where the fuck I'm at in the market? Why do you punish someone who's earned their fucking skill? Why? What scares you? What scares you, prop firms? When someone has a skill and can trade the living shit out of the market, why are you scared? Why do you have rules against those who have an actual skill like myself? There are others that have skills and others who can trade the shit out of the market too. Unfortunately, you don't see them on fucking YouTube. They're talking about their fancy cars and watches, and they're not trading objectively in the market. That doesn't mean all, 100%. You have to be able to sift through the information, right? It is the majority, and the majority is all bullshit. Why? And how can I say that? Because when you have a skill in the market, and you go and it's game time, and it's me against the market, that's the only thing that matters. It's me against the market. But when you have other traders get on here and start to tell stories about why they got into a trade, and I can actually see what the fuck's going on in the market.
Oh, shit.
Complete opposite of what he's telling his community. So as he's creating this story, and the community's like, oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that. Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They're storytellers. They're not fucking traders. They're storytellers. The word trader is different for everyone. We're not storytellers here at Breathingwiththemarkets.com. We're not going to tell you a story. I'm not going to give you my opinion. If you ask me my opinion and it's about trading, I don't have an opinion. I just tell them the facts. I tell them the data. I tell them, hey, watch out for this platform. This is what that platform does. It's not my opinion. This is what can happen on this platform. This is what can happen on that platform. Why? Taking 20s and 20s and 20s of thousands and thousands and thousands of trades, right? I know what the fuck's going on in the market. I know what the hell's going on in the platforms. Let me show you something last night. I almost forgot. Let me pull it up. Here we go. Check this shit out. Not that one. I sent the message to the traders. Here we go. We'll use this photo. Okay. Here's a photo. It's on one of my accounts. I went in and got out. Look at my fill. All the way down at the bottom. It gapped up at $1,600. Right when the market opened, right here. $1,600, it gapped all the way up. Those weren't buyers and sellers, right? Those weren't sellers closing their positions at the same time and the buyers buying at the same time, right? So it gapped up, right? So I went in and went out of the market. Look where my fill is, and actually look where price is. When you trade size, or if you don't trade size, you will have this happen. It's right here. It's objective. It's not my opinion, right? Is this objective or not? Yes. Can you analyze it? Yes. What does it look like? It looks fucked up to me, right? And if anyone else says, oh, that looks like a perfect trade, just get the fuck out of the market, turn this video off, and go get a different career, because trading's not for you, right? So, I entered and exit. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, holy shit, get the fuck out. And I got the fuck out, right? In the same area. I knew that was not right. Make sense? So that's quite obvious. But I also know when something's not right, when it's not so obvious. And I also know when something's not right, when I can see the market objectively. And I also know where the market is going to go with the highest probability. It's not fake shit. I'm not just telling you that I know this. I'm not just wanting you to think that I know this. I fucking know it. And how do I know it? Is because I have a skill. And I teach that skill. Support and resistance, liquidity, fair value gaps, highs and lows, supply and demand, order blocks, impulsive candles. Can I keep going? Higher highs, higher lows, lower high, lower low. What else you want me to name? When you just saw me trade, was I marking shit out on the fucking chart? Or was I trading? Did I just trade the market? Of course I did. I just traded the market. Very, very little drawdown. Let's do the math. Look at the math. So if you go to a regulated broker, right? And if you go to Schwab, you can look it up yourself, and it could vary. But you're allowed to trade 3 minis on the $25,000 account, right? Or let's even go to $150,000. No, let's do the $25,000 account first. Some areas or some people, and I don't know, this could vary, but 3 minis will cost you $35,000 times 3. That's $105,000. See if you can see this phone here. $105,000, right? So you have $105,000 worth of buying power, right? So 105,000 times 1%. 1% is $1,050. Let's back that off. 105,000 times 1.5%. $105,000 account, buying power. Let's see this. $105,000 buying power, and they only give you 1.5% drawdown. Well, geez, what does that mean? It's math. So if you were to go to a live broker, and I'm talking a respectful broker, right? And I'm not an affiliate with Schwab. I'm just giving you an example. But it's going to cost you $35,000. I think it's $35,500, if not more, per mini contract. So that's telling you can't trade 3 mini contracts unless you have a minimum of $105,000 in there. So if you have the power of that account and 3 minis, and the prop firms then tell you don't blow up the account. And you're trading 3 minis with $1,500 drawdown, you better know what the fuck you're doing, right? So you can see the skill level, right? You can actually see the level of skill. Now, we're not talking about gambling. We're talking about a skill that you can repeat it over and over and over again, as I can repeat it, right? Again, to remind you, I've taken a paper account to $1.1 billion with 304 trades with 100% hit rate. That is called a skill. It's not called luck. It's not called 50-50 chance, because there's no one in this industry that has done that yet. So that is the record. Yes, that is the record. I have the record until proven wrong, right? $1.1 billion on a paper account, 304 trades, 100% hit rate.
Oh, shit.
Using the pound yen through TradingView, which is documented, which is objective, and a certificate sent to me and printed. Nothing to hide. Everything out in the open. So why do I say this? Because it is a skill. Having a skill in the market is the easiest way to trade. It is the most simplest way to trade. It's simplicity. Being able to populate that chart and to trade immediately if your skill is at that level, right? And a skill will grow. So geez, Rich, how could you teach me your skill? Come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com and I will teach you. Wow, I want to gain that skill. How do I do that? Come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com and I will teach you. Wow, I don't know. Trading the entire market, that seems hard. Well, yeah, it is hard if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com and I will teach you how to analyze that entire chart quickly. Oh, shit. Did he just say quickly? He must be full of shit. No, it's the clowns behind me. Look at them all. Look at them all populate. Those people are full of shit. It's for real. Yeah, I will teach you. You know what's amazing is when I do a video with a mentee, and not everyone wants to do videos, so don't assume that that's all we have. A lot of people don't do videos, and to be quite honest with you, those who don't do the videos, I believe personally, and it's nothing against them, that they hurt themselves from not doing a video. Because I strongly believe in them. And I strongly believe in continuous videos because that's how they see themselves grow. Because I can tell them, wow, your skill's getting better, your skill's getting better. But see, I won't tell them what they want to hear, right? I'm a retired proctologist. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear, right? I'm not a proctologist, but I guess you get it if you know what my background is. I dealt with a lot of assholes in my lifetime. So, but the point is, I'm not going to tell them something to make them feel good. I am actually going to tell them what they need to know to build a skill. That's not being an asshole. That's not being unfriendly. That is being a mentor. Someone who respects them to the highest degree. Someone who respects their investment. Because 99% of the gurus out here did not respect your investment when you bought their courses. When you signed up for signals groups. When you signed in my best friend trades each day. When you signed up and paid for Discords. When you went to free live streams and you were using their affiliate codes. Nothing's for free. And if you want to search for stuff for free, well then you get these clowns again behind me. Look at them populate. Those clowns are for free. When you go and you pay for a program, it doesn't matter how much it costs. A $10,000 program does not mean it's worth 10 grand. I can charge a shitload of money for what I do. That's a fact. But it's not about the money. It's about changing lives. What's most important for me is to change one trader's life at a time. And that's in the making. Champions are made, not born, traders. You're just not going to get it. You have to be made. You have to come from someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. Not just on your own and then claim you've done it all yourself and pat your fucking self on the back when you were fucking scoping and scamming and searching YouTube. But you want people to believe that you all did it by yourself. Now what I know in the market, there's no one that teaches that. I own it. There is no one that teaches what I show in the market. I'm not sizing people up. It's just when you have a skill in the market and you show up for game time and it's you against the market, it's them against the market too. And then when they start to explain why they got into that trade to all of their gurus in their discords or to people on YouTube as to why this was the best trade of the lifetime of their life, and they're on the wrong side of the market or they shouldn't even have been in that trade short when they should have been long, they got lucky. And then all of a sudden they pile a bunch of money on and they want you to believe that they are the fucking trader of the century. Like I said, I had $1,500 drawdown. And in a matter of minutes, I made $775 in front of you. I didn't have to, that cost me money to buy that account, by the way. And I'm posting for free. Put a thumbs up, subscribe. You know, you're not gonna hear something that you're familiar with on these other YouTube channels. I am literally doing this shit for free. Posting. And I am changing the way you think, whether you like it or not, because I am opening your eyes and ears to the truth. Unfortunately, you don't know how I trade. And if you want to learn how I trade on a daily basis and how to attack that market, because it is us against the market, come to breathingwiththemarkets.com. And I hope to see you soon. I will change your trading for life and for the better. Champions are made. Peace.